I'm going to be traveling to Florida to hunt turkeys. It started down south, hunting with Roy Holdford and the Turkey Van Tour.
Just trying to find a bird. Been tough. Last couple days have been pretty rough. We haven't heard a gobble yet, so.
We spent 6 days hiking and hunting in search of the elusive Osceola blackbird.
Basically just gonna cross this dike here. It's gonna be not a 12-mile walk, so that's nice for us.
Legs are stiff.
Aren't they? I bet.
Only 10 miles yesterday, so.
Gators were plentiful, birds were abundant, and the wild landscape of the Everglades kept us on our toes at all times.
I didn't think we'd run into one out here.
Mack and I didn't realize that it was daylight savings, so we just been sitting in the dark in cat country.
It's a trip I won't soon forget. And if you want to watch how it ends, check out Roy's channel, Curl Hunts.
Got a bird to gobble. He ain't all that far either.
Little did I know I'd be spending the entire month down here.
Kind of a bus this morning. Hiked all the way back in here and didn't hear anything. Sat for about an hour and a half there just to see if anything would gobble. We have a ton of tracks in here. Like, this is like by far the best habitat we've found. Bear track right here. It's either bear or cat. Bear, because it's so far apart. Yeah, you can see the toes a little bit there. There's a chance that gobbler laid a lot of those tracks down, but the amount of tracks in here, I just have to think there's probably more than one, but they all could be dead now, so I'm gonna kind of just start working my way back towards the parking lot. Now I gotta start thinking about what I'm gonna do here in the next few days. North Florida season opens Saturday. Right now it's Thursday. All right, everybody, what's up? We are in North Florida. It is the 14th today, Friday. Tomorrow is the opener of the northern season here in Florida. Most of the southern states open tomorrow. I was down in South Florida hunting with Roy. Was super fortunate to be able to be on that trip. Anyway, he left and I drove up here to North Florida and I'm gonna try to shoot a bird here. Got supplies, got all the stuff I needed. Hey there.
Hello, buddy.
How's it going?
You getting after one tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm trying.
What's up, buddy? What's your name?
Matt.
Where you from?
Oh, Wisconsin.
Hey, you in a good spot.
Where you from?
I live about a mile down the road.
Oh, right on.
Have you done some scouting? Have you?
Yeah, I heard a bird back in here this morning.
Oh, what you hear this morning? Okay. We'll probably lay off of them. I do hunt the field.
Okay.
Did you hear 3 gobbles or just one?
I heard a bunch of them go off at once. I didn't know how many there were.
Yeah. There's 3 of them.
I actually went up there and asked the landowner up there.
Oh, yep.
With the horses.
Yep.
I asked them.
Yep.
I just was like, I just wanted to make sure they're not like domestic turkeys or something back
Oh,
here.
no, they're
I
not.
can't hear 'em.
They're not. No, these birds right here gobble every morning. But yeah, I may see you around there.
Yeah.
It's good to meet you, buddy. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
You too. Good luck tomorrow.
Yeah, let me know if y'all get some.
I will. So that interview just got interrupted by that guy. He was super nice though. He came in. I actually talked to his buddy earlier and he said that his buddy was gonna come and be hunting around in this area. And he actually told me that he has permission to walk through that field in the morning. But he said if I was already planning to go in there, he was gonna lay off him. So super nice guy. I appreciate that guy for sure, Dustin. Anyway, so that's gonna be the plan in the morning. He said those birds pitch right into the fields. Yeah, we're gonna get after it in the morning. Been kind of a bust this morning so far. I haven't heard a gobble yet. Definitely should have been gobbling by now. I might work out to the field edge and just see if they're in the field and they just haven't gobbled or said anything. You never heard the one that was in the tree right here fly down, but there's 4 toms out there in one hen. I'm kind of just sitting right in the tree line right here. I walked out here to go see if they were out there. Sure enough, they were. None of them gobbled this morning, other than the one that hooted to the owl. I really doubt I'm gonna be able to call them into the woods, but you never know. They're probably about 250 yards out there right now.
With the birds on the private and the woods seeming too thick to survive in, I decided to go into town to get some work done on the computer. Then, later that afternoon, I went back out to scout a new spot in hopes I'd find sign of some turkeys.
Spent most of the day driving around today, but I haven't found anything. Literally not even a clue of where any turkey would even be. Not even a track until I came into this chunk, and sure enough right here. Gobbler track right there. And they're fresh. They're after all these tire tracks from this morning. They're in the tire tracks. So that's a pretty big track, honestly. Looks like a big bird. Looks like probably one I would shoot. I'm just gonna try to follow these, see how far they go. If I can see his toes anywhere. He might have taken that route right there. No, there he is. He's still walking. Man, those are fresh. I should maybe get my gun. It really makes me fairly excited that they're after all these tire tracks. I'm sure there were guys in here this morning. 100%, he just went 2 more times. Sounds like maybe there might be 2. Hard to tell though, but if they're on the opposite side, I probably need to get around. Goblin, let's go. I don't think he's gonna come through this. There's one right here. got pretty good. The whole time that bird was probably at like 30 yards. Just in this thick stuff, I couldn't see him. Man, that sucks. That was pretty hectic. So I made the first setup there, and it was not in a spot that I liked. And they seemed to be in there, thick stuff, so I just moved up another 20 yards into a tree. The first setup I was in, I literally sat on a fire ant nest. Didn't realize until about 2 minutes had gone by, and they were all over me. I mean, I'm still picking a bunch of them off me, but they ate me alive there. And that bird's at like 30 yards, and he just got right there and hung up in the brush. And now they've worked onto the private. They were well onto the public, but now they're on the private. I'm guessing they're probably going to hang out there for a while today. They flew down away from me. They flew down into this stuff. This super thick looking stuff right here. And that's where they were hanging out. They weren't out in this wide open at all. I'm just going to go into this thick stuff quick and scout around a little bit, see what it looks like. There's a road right here, but it's not marked on the map. They were in this stuff right here. They just walked up and down this road. That looks really nice. Or get up into these pines. There's no grass there. So. They probably won't get roosted in the same spot tomorrow, but they'll probably be close, I'd imagine. This is a killer little spot right in here. They can just strut around in here like they're still gobbling it up in the private there now. But they spend the majority of their morning on the public. This looks amazing in here. This is where I need to be. See if I can pick an actual setup spot. Probably be like right there, honestly. That's a good looking little tree. Sun will come up and it'll be right at your back. You'll be able to look out over this whole thing. I like that. Just gonna pin that quick. Work up here. Get to a spot where I can see into the hardwoods a bit. Because yeah, they're just not gonna go in that whole grass out there, I don't think. Well, I just heard them. They're going towards those other gobblers right now. So I'm sure that whole flock is gonna mingle around for most of the day. I need to go charge things. I need to go get SD cards situated. Probably come in here in the morning tomorrow. Hard to do anything with the private birds. So.
Well, it's about time for me to get back at it again. I am still hunting the same area with these birds that I've been in and out of with the private and the public. I definitely think one of the biggest things so far I've learned this trip is like finding the right habitat. From South Florida, when we found that burn, it was like a light switch came on, and then even here, most of this stuff hasn't been burned in a few years, or maybe last year it got burned, and the turkeys really just aren't using it. They're using the roads a little bit, but they're in the places that have the best habitat. The best areas that I've found so far have been fresh burns or burns that happened just last year. I've also found that mixed in with all these pines, you can find these little pockets of, I don't know if they're oaks or what they are, but it's something that they're feeding on, and it seems like they kind of flock to those spots, especially right after the roost. I found that spot yesterday on the public, and then they worked into the private to go strut in the hay fields out there. It's been a learning curve so far with all of the terrain and the habitat. That's probably the biggest takeaway that I've come up with so far on this trip, is just find the habitat and you find the turkeys. So, not to say that there's a shortage of them around here. There's plenty of turkeys to go around. I've seen a few guys, not nearly as many as I thought I might see. But yeah, my plan is I'm gonna probably go in here tonight and sit for a few hours, probably sit till dark. It's gonna be beautiful out, not windy, blue skies as you can see. So, I don't know, I could maybe catch one just kind of moving into roost somewhere. And if not that, maybe at least hear one fly up. So I got a really good game plan for the morning. So. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe at Gone All Season. Also hit the notification button so you don't miss any of our weekly uploads. Thank you guys for watching.